Happy New Year, and thank you to all 570 of you subscribers. I appreciate you all. In this video, what I'm going to talk about is just do a little bit of a review of last year and how life was like last year, working at AWS, getting the job last year, starting work and just being in a workplace and being an AWS solutions architect, and then talk about what I'm looking forward to this year and what sort of technologies I'm looking to learn and just a bit of this, bit of that. It's going to be a bit of a rambling episode, so sit tight and enjoy.
Life is good.
So I started at AWS last year around January in 2022, and I started as a solutions architect full-time in the education team. Before that, I did an internship at AWS in the same team, and it was really fun, but I was able to convert that into a full-time offer. And so what has life been like 1 year into AWS? It's been crazy starting work last year. I've realized that when you start work, you only get 25 days holiday, which isn't a lot. It's really not a lot. And I think it's even less over the pond in America. So it's a bit crazy. But that was a big realization for me. Also realized you need to just learn how to show up every day and learn. So what were some of the things I got to work on last year? Well, obviously there's been the one where I've been working as a lecturer at King's College London as part of this program. It's been a really fun initiative, seeing how students are innovating on AWS and solving real life challenges is really cool. It just got a lot more comfortable into the workplace. I think the first 3 months when you start work, you're like just a bit of an imposter syndrome. You don't know what's going on. You know, everybody seems so much smarter than you, especially in a place like AWS where your peers are just so clever. Like my team are just such clever people, and as like a new graduate joining where everyone there first is quite a bit older than me, they've got a lot more industry experience than me. It was definitely a little bit daunting, and you definitely get that, wow, I am the dumbest person probably in this company or room, and that was just a big shock. The next 6 months after that, you get a lot more comfortable, I guess, into the role and into who you are, but you don't know anything. And I think that's absolutely fine for you to not know anything, because it's a learning place. It's a time to learn, it's a time to ramp up, and it's really a time just to understand what the culture is at AWS and understand sort of the more mechanics of it, if that makes sense. And these last sort of 3 months toward the end, I think that's when you kind of start to understand what's going on, and you kind of fake it till you make it. Disclaimer, these are all my own thoughts. Please don't sue me, anybody. These are just my own thoughts. And in the last 3 months, you sort of just learn and you kind of understand what's going on, and then you start to see how different pieces of the puzzle fit together, and you're like, now it's clicking. So I'm still in that phase. I'm still in the phase where I don't know anything, but I'm working it out. And this year it's becoming really big because I'm becoming my own solutions architect. I'm not sort of shadowing anyone or being a support SA to anybody. I am my own solutions architect, which is it's an interesting one. What else? I'd also say in the last year I've really have developed technically in my abilities and my skills. So I think when I first started, I definitely didn't understand the landscape of technology, in the sense that I didn't realize all these different technologies. For example, if you want to do storage, backup, disaster recovery, high availability, resilience, if you want to do data analytics, machine learning, game technologies, building web applications, mobile applications. There's just so many different components within tech, which I think one really cool thing about being a solutions architect is you get access, or you sort of get insight into each one. And I find that really, really interesting. And so you get to learn about different types of databases, you understand different types of compute, why you would choose different types of compute, containers, serverless, and that's been really cool for me on my own level to be able to just understand that and get really familiar and comfortable speaking to that to customers and also to a wider audience of people. Another thing that I've really enjoyed in the last year is doing a lot of sort of public speaking engagements. So I think I did over 10 engagements, speaking to staff members, speaking to students at universities. Hopefully I've met some of you in the real world before, so that'll be really cool. And I've made some really cool friends along the ways, and I'm really thankful for that, because that's been probably the most fun part of this entire experience. And obviously, last but not least, I've got this amazing YouTube channel where I get to document stuff that I do. Weirdly enough, some of you guys enjoy watching it, and I'm super grateful, super thankful for all of you that do like to watch it. And so last year it's just been this huge roller coaster of just learning. It's been just absorbing the culture, which has been really fun, and also really, I guess, just deciding, is this role actually meant for me? Because it's a very demanding role in a very demanding workplace. So it was really good to just, know that this last year has been sort of an experiment, a playground for me to just go try everything, go learn everything, and just try get involved and hands-on with anything I can. And I think I did. I really do think I tried my best in a lot of areas. Having said all that, what does this year bring? Firstly, you may notice, and it's very hard to notice, but I got a new desk setup. The old desk was in that corner, but I thought it'd be better to be here, just a bit wider, a bit brighter, and just feels nicer. So that's really nice. This year, what am I excited for and what am I going to be doing? So obviously I am going to be continuing the job at AWS this year, and as I mentioned, I've got more responsibilities now. So I've actually been handed off 3 really large accounts that I am sort of responsible for. I'm the technical conduit and I'm the dedicated solutions architect for these customer accounts, and that means I have to form a more strategic relationship with the customers to help them evolve as they move into the AWS cloud. And that's been really interesting because last year a lot of the work I did was very tactical, which sort of meant you're actually doing the work, you're doing day-to-day stuff. This year it's a lot more strategical, which means that you're sort of more forward looking and looking into the future about how you can help the customer with their digital transformation. And it's an interesting journey. What that means differently means that I have to work with the account team, so that usually means like an account manager and potentially a technical account manager, and really think for our customer how we can best serve them in the AWS cloud. So that's been cool. I'm excited that I'm continuing the second semester of being sort of a lecturer at King's College London and helping students continue to innovate on AWS and building out their solutions. This semester they're really going to be building up some solutions, so hopefully I can demo some of them to you in another video. I really am going to hope to try and post way more videos, so if you have any type of videos that you enjoy, be it student help, CV help, AWS help, building actual projects, let me know, because I'll be really excited to try and produce content that you actually want to watch. One thing, now here's a tip. So I'm sure none of you guys have slept on this, but ChatGPT is just insane. I don't understand it, I don't get it, but it just works so good. And one thing I love to use it for is just ask it questions about AWS. As an example, how can I write a Lambda function that sends emails using SES? You can just type that into ChatGPT and it literally hands you this beautiful boilerplate code that you can then use. Awesome, love it. So I'm really excited for that and seeing how I can use that, as well as seeing how I can use ChatGPT in some fun build projects. So if you have any cool ChatGPT ideas, AI ideas, let me know. We can maybe collaborate on something. So one thing I'm currently working on at the moment is I've been given this device, AWS Panorama device, which is essentially a device which you can connect to your IP cameras. So imagine if you're on a campus and there's loads of cameras there. This device can connect to all of those cameras and run machine learning models on those live feeds. So it turns a boring old camera into a really modern camera which can do really advanced machine learning capabilities, such as computer recognition. You can do detections and building something with that. So that's been pretty cool, and just setting up all of that stuff. Maybe a project, maybe a video project on that later. It's actually very similar to one of these devices called AWS Deep Lens, and this is just a really fun sort of student device which you can use and you can purchase. I think they're pretty cheap to purchase. You're able to also do really cool computer vision projects on this. So I think one thing we made recently as a team is a maze solver where you point this at a maze and it will just solve it for you on using computer vision. I'm also looking to get my 2 professional certificates this year, so that's going to be interesting to see if I pass. It is notoriously a really difficult exam. So if you are taking it, don't worry if you fail, because it is hard. And so yeah, I'm really excited for this year. I don't know what this video is. Forgive me, I was just ranting. I have no plan for this one, but I've got some cool videos planned out. Make sure to check them out. Once again, thank you all so much for watching my videos. It means a lot, and I'm really grateful for all of you. If you do have any fun ideas or cool ideas that you want to try and build out together, let me know, and let's absolutely do it. Thank you.